Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Everspace 2 here, where we are going to be trying some much more difficult rifts today. In no small part because we have to in order to get paid. But first, let's pop out of here and go refill our rockets. I don't remember. The Cato Palace lets us rebuild everything, right? I think almost probably literally everywhere you can dock, you can resupply. Oh, apparently enemies want to do a thing. Well, they are level 30. Sort of. Alright. Just come in at absolutely full speed every single time. Always funny. Hey, do you want any of the garbage in my inventory? Nope, my trade goods are not welcome here. I don't need to be holding on to these. Okay, with that, I think we are good to go. I'm not even taking those. Alright, activating the turret before going into the spatial bypass obviously is a big deal. Nope. I think we drifted too far past it. I was still holding F, but it decided that I was done with that. Okay, so required lunacy would be pretty high here. I think we're gonna cut this as much as we can. Just take it at plus 462% enemy damage output. And yeah, let's see what we get. Let's see if we can actually get it. The way it's worded, it's not super clear to me if the reliquary is replaced if you fail the rift, if you get it back. I wouldn't be totally shocked for it to just disappear. That feels like an interesting way to give this weight, at least. The gamble of what lunacy level do you take it at? Definitely not getting the kind of damage I would like. Or rather, we probably are getting the kind of damage that we're used to. It's just, you know, these guys have so much extra HP. Yeah, geez, look at the amount of effort it takes to kill even one of them.
I can do this. I've got this.
Alright, having to pop consumables this early on. Pretty horrible sign. Jesus. Oh, it's dangerous. Oh, it feels dangerous. How is everybody still alive? Alright, they're doing a slightly worse job evading me, and I guess that's all I can really ask for. Wow. Yeah, I like literally can't kill them fast enough. So it's not clear to me why we're still playing. Like, shouldn't it be kicking us out or something? What happens when we fail a stage due to resolve? It still makes us finish the stage. And then it gives us another choice. It's not clear to me what failing a stage means. Enemies slowly repair really sucks. Oh, these are all nightmares. I guess random item overheats, like, they're bad, but all the other options are worse, I think. Alright, when they do that thing where they just, like, fly more or less directly at me and then pass me and then just stay in my, like, in my drive plume no matter how quickly I turn or what I'm doing, I don't really know what to do to counter that, but maybe I could be using my rockets a little bit more. You know, at that range, it would probably hit, right? Just die, you asshole. It's wild how hard it is to kill everything in here. It's almost like there's some kind of modifier making it impossible to get through the hit point pools. Turret will definitely help. Turret time is a great time for the flat cannon, too.
Yeah.
Aw, what a bad time for us to stop being able to shoot directly through shields. EMP will kill that guy. It is so difficult. All right, turn it up. I knew we were like one enemy away from clearing stuff, but I just didn't want to take any chances. Alright, 50% less damage beyond 300 meter range is just not doable. Enemy type names are hidden is basically nothing. We can do that. It does feel like the damage focused devices are starting to scale pretty badly. Like our Annihilator virus is not really doing a lot of annihilation at this point. I'm a little surprised that our turret refilled so quickly, and I burned it all at the end of the last thing, but I'm not going to complain.
Down one.
I think it is really, I think it does charge based mostly on kills rather than damage dealt. And so when we get to fight drone heavy groups, it charges way faster. Could you please? We're gonna get a charge any second now. Alright. I really do just kind of like charge into the middle of all the enemies when I know that it's time. So I want the turret to be able to just take on as many people as it wants, as quickly as it wants. No waiting, no downtime, all murder. Okay. So is it maybe the case that we just don't get full credit for the loot or something? I assumed that a failure to, stages filled with bubbles that slow down all ships and drones that touch them. Weird. I assumed the failure to complete a wave would just kick us out immediately, the way it did in the first rift that we did, the one that was like in the middle of the story. Well, not in the middle of the story, but you know, the one that was pre-end of the story. And it feels like they show you that one kind of to give you that intention. Slow me down, will you? Alright. Who's slowed down now? I'm frozen. That's fine. The portal will handle it. Yeah, I have to imagine, I guess, like, given what we're seeing here, I have to imagine the penalty is just like a lowering of the percentage of loot boost that you get, or something like that. Oh no, my magic find. Alright. Let's grab rather a lot of items.
More numbers to add up.
Also, there's just a bunch of random enemies around. Got 'em. So it didn't give us back our reliquary, it looks like. If I'm seeing the loot right. Or it didn't, like, do I still have the reliquary? Yes, it just didn't, it doesn't open it unless you clear all the stages, I guess. Yeah, this I'll take. I guess we can try to grab that. Just to get loot out of the sky, you know? Alright, I'm gonna go to Cato Palace real quick. let's drop off an awful lot of stuff, including many stacks of, like, these. Okay. A superior star-forged level 30 accelerated shield. Ah, see, ours is part of the autonomous set, and I guess, like, so long as both shields and armor are full is a pretty tough ask. Maybe we don't need the third piece. This one's firepower and precision, and fires an EMP. I kind of like that. More EMPs. I guess, honestly, like, it still makes sense to disassemble these ones, because we can use the thing that they drop, but 343 firepower. Railguns and autocannons deal 20% increased damage. We have a pretty fucking good autocannon. Yeah. Alright, and it's still autonomous. I'm comfortable losing the other stuff on that. And then we have a powerful railgun. I almost want to... No, it's probably not worth it. Even with a 20% damage boost, it's still just like... It is still not going to help us punch through shields up close the way we need it. Yep, okay, I think we're clear to just scrap a bunch of this stuff. And then sell all of the nano repair kits for sure. Let's sell all but one stack of nano injectors. We definitely don't need all that. And this might sound crazy, but I kind of think I have too much, just too much like good stuff in my inventory. I don't want to be dropping any of it. Like, I definitely don't want to be dropping blue quality nanobots, but one does wonder if it would be worth it. All right, try again. Once again, gonna take the bare minimum here. We did clear most of the waves that last time. So this is the true penalty for failing waves of a rift. You don't get your totally sick reliquary. So I'm doing a lot of weapon swapping, a lot of very active weapon swapping, trying to keep up with the toughness of our enemies and everything. I miss the days when I could just do whatever and it would kind of work. Alright, now if the enemies are a little closer, let's get the turret going. Jeez. The damage output necessary to actually kill these guys, it's so wild. Alright, for whatever reason, it did not want to distribute my Annihilator virus. There we go. Okay. We were managing to maintain our resolve. I wasn't worried, but I feel a lot better when the gun is up, certainly. gotta say, this weapon has a very satisfying audio cue. Okay, so glad we're through that. I was getting a little worried. And we're most of the way to another turret charge, which feels pretty good. Type names are hidden is not a big deal. Stacking buff is pretty scary. Highly unstable burst bulbs spawn into the area that will grow and explode in a 3,000 meter radius if not destroyed in time. You know, I think we can just lose the enemy type names. That doesn't seem like it's going to add all that much danger, really. All right. Ugh. Just gotta earn. There we go. That first turret charge was the end of that sentence. And once we have that, all of a sudden everything's gonna be great. Okay, great is strong. I'm still taking a lot of damage.
Another to Stardust.
This is a lot of garbage. Wow, okay. I got webbed for a second there, and then... I mean, I got webbed for a while, and I was, like, not clearing the web because I was focusing on trying to just DPS that big ship down as it was turning around to start its attack run, and then all of a sudden, we just took 3 health bars worth of damage from, like, the back right quadrant somewhere. Yep, okay, that's exactly the kind of shit that was happening inside the rift. Great illustration, thanks.
Less fiends for others to deal with.
Yeah, okay, let's move on.
You would think a computer would be good at grammar. I'm just saying, the rules really aren't that complicated, you know? Alright. Well, the good news is... next time we fail, we'll at least pull enough tears probably to take it down another level. Oh no! I'm being sucked into the terrifying maw of the future. Alright, we got it this time. We got it. I just gotta not take damage so much. Like, I know it's dangerous to be webbed, but that really, like, that turned from not a that turned from a situation in which I felt remarkably safe to, oops, you're actually dead, so quickly that I don't know how I was supposed to react to it. Have some explosions in here waiting for them as they finish jumping. Okay, that's a little scary. I wonder how it works when if I manually EMP something and the shield EMP goes off on it, does it just, like, does it add the durations, or? I definitely feel like I got robbed of some turret duration on that one. extra kills mostly to help charge up the turret. Enemies can't be locked is less of a terrifying issue when I'm using the flat cannon. I'm gonna do it. We can kind of read the movement and positions of enemies when we have to use the faster shooting weapons, and I'm just gonna lay on the flat cannon a lot for the entirety of this. All right. What an excellent moment to have a turret available. Which is to say, it is any time at all. I'm a little worried. Yeah, I'm a tiny bit worried about the words. About the turret. We really didn't get a lot of kills there, and it's going to take quite some effort to refill that turret. Alright, I think I caught the Weber drone close enough to eat EMP. Oh right, I keep pressing the button for the Annihilator virus and then being like, hey, why won't that thing why won't it go? But I guess if I can't lock enemies, I can't target them to distribute the virus to them. A little bit of bonus difficulty that I did not realize we were going to be subject to. Bonus movement speed. I think we can probably live with that. The burst bulbs and enemies slowly repair. I'm gonna take the speed thing. They're already all too fast for me. How much is it gonna matter if they're even more too fast? Can it make things worse? I posit that it cannot. Let's hope. Jesus, that's a messy opening encounter.
I'm busy.
Okay, here we go. I'm having a hell of a time staying on anything here because of the amount of visual noise being exploded all over my ship. Alright, turret charge on. Yeah, something is going on where we are just like... We are being covered in explosions so thoroughly and so consistently that I am actually like not able to see what's happening in the battle. It seems like we must have wiped out at least some of the enemies that were doing that. What's going on with these drones? These drones are like, they're so mobile. I am actually going to die. Well, having to bail out to let my armor and stuff come back is probably going to mean a resolve lost. Alright, we got a little bit of resolve back from killing that drone. A little bit more. Alright, there we go. Turret's up. Ooh, that was a nightmare. We almost dropped out of the bottom of that one due to resolve loss. A bunch. Many times. Hey, okay, everybody fuck off. The stage is over. Oh. Alright. Gotta get real close to fight the boss. That was true anyway. We are absolutely just like flying up, EMPing, hitting the nano machine reserve, whatever this device is called, and holding down both mouse buttons until such time as one of us is dead. Holy shit, how are you still alive? Okay, that took all of the remaining rockets, but we got there. And we actually completed all the stages this time, so hopefully we'll get to see whatever's inside of our cool Radiant Reliquary, unless I broke some other rule that I'm not aware of. That was a really, really tough one, though. And it's not like... We did almost die, and that's a problem. But I feel like it's really tough in the sense that it's just hard to track these small, fast enemies in this ship. And it's really easy to run out of... resolve because you just can't kill things fast enough. This is part of the reason I was like, if we could get that, I was thinking if we could get that set bonus that would give us 30% greater ult generation, it's probably worth it. It's like nothing is more important than getting our ult online over and over again. Alright, picked up all the other stuff. Let's go have a look at this. So, an escort duty optimized bulkhead doesn't seem very optimal to me. High capacity homing missiles, extremely whatever. Union Eclipse powerful star-forged Umbra. Okay, the thing about this is, it says... This is a blaster. These things don't have wind-up time, right? It's just that much damage whenever you're firing it. It seems very difficult to pass that up, right? That is an amount of damage that is, frankly, a little silly. And if we found another Union Eclipse thing, like, honestly, that would probably be a very good set bonus to have. I think I'm going to drop my pulse gun for this. And we're going to hope that that range doesn't end up being a huge problem. We can put a range extender on it. We could catalyze. Calibrated equalizer. So, that's a lot of kinetic DPS. That's a lot of kinetic DPS. It doesn't do the big, incredible explosions, and it doesn't match the kinetic DPS of the Final Reckoning, even before considering the secondary thing. So I think this is maybe just getting scrapped. We have our kinetic DPS under control. And then a Radiant Legendary Final Reckoning. It is, in fact, even better than our current Final Reckoning. Does Radiant just mean slightly higher stats? I mean, it's not slightly higher. That's 1,400 extra Radiant or kinetic DPS. And there's absolutely no reason not to dismantle this one. One entire organic deep space conductor. Okay, so it's not like a special kind of thing. It's just not this. Modify. What kind of modifications are available on these? Obviously, we can't increase their rarity or level. We are allowed to install a catalyst. And I'm not allowed to do this. I'm not allowed to reroll it. I mean, it feels to me like this is the kind of thing you put a catalyst on. This is the kind of thing you hold on to, right? And I guess, yeah, Radiant just means stat bonus. Well, it's very good. It's not as exciting as I might have hoped, but it's certainly, you know, it's good math. So we've seen, you know, sort of we're at the edge of our capabilities a little bit in regards to clearing these. Was I anywhere close on this? I was not. As regards clearing these rifts, for a number of reasons, that rift was very, very challenging just to stay alive in. Gosh, we've got a lot of these now. And I can't, to be clear, I can't craft... Yeah, I can't craft legendary weapons. Is it... Do the catalysts... Oh, each one of these catalysts to craft requires 20 semiconductors. That's wild. I am really curious about that. But the only way to do this would be to find 7 more high-risk areas, which I don't necessarily think we're going to do. So, I guess that's it. I guess we get it. I was kind of hoping that the Radiant Legendaries would turn out to be a separate legendary pool with, like, crazier stuff in it. But if it's just the gun we've been using for the last 2 episodes, I think yeah. Alright. We just got this, but it's not gold quality, so it's hardly even worth doing. Yeah, okay, you know what? I think we get it. I think that's maybe going to be the end of the episode and the end of our engagement with the series for now. You could treadmill yourself for a bit on these things, right? Run around doing incursions to get reliquaries, to get the kind of power that you need to be able to drive up the lunacy and the rifts, to get even more power and open even better reliquaries, etc. But you're just building up to do higher rifts, and I think we get it. Overall, I really like the parts of this game that are a game. I don't much like the parts of this game that are dialogue, and I think that I've made that pretty clear. So that's gonna be it for us for the series. When you come back next week, gonna be something shiny and new in its place, and we'll see you then.